Hi, and welcome to Active Bryant Fitness on YouTube. And this video is all about what are the best proteins to slow down the aging process, to keep muscle, to keep strong, and to keep gaining muscle as you age. Now, I'm 54 years old myself. I eat lots of protein in which to keep my muscle. I'm a master pull check practitioner in London and a master personal trainer with over 27 years of experience. So how do you really keep the muscle and get the optimum amount of protein inside your body? Now, they're saying 40 grams is the optimum amount of protein that your body needs. So that's the equivalent to about 4 eggs a day, roughly. And then you've got to add the other foods like the vegetables that you may add, and maybe if you're drinking protein drinks. So maybe some people may be overdoing it on their protein and over worrying about how much protein they're putting inside their body. Now, I don't worry about this as long as I have my 4 eggs or my piece of steak or a piece of lamb or a piece of chicken, then I'm happy. So you've got to remember is that the highest protein foods are foods with eyes. So any food that has an eye, so a fish has an eye, a pig has an eye, a cow has an eye, a lamb has an eye, a chicken has an eye, a squid has an eye. Can you see my point? So when you're eating all eye foods and you're trying to get in shape, this will help you to drop more body fat much quicker without any nonsense of calorie counting. I never get any of my clients to calorie count in which to get into shape. Always go organic, because organic food is more 40% nutrition dense than non-organic. It's getting harder and harder to get organic food now, simply because it's very expensive to keep the soils clean and not overly farmed. So there's a cycle of farming that the food has to go through in which to keep the soil at its optimum. Remember, if the food is growing in the soil, the food is only as optimum as the soil it's grown on. The same with the cow. If the cow is eating from, say, farmed grass, and not grass that just grows randomly in a field, this will affect its genetic makeup. The same as if we're taking medical drugs, these can affect the way the organs detox and what stress they cause inside the body. That's why if you look on any medical drug, there's 101 different symptoms that you can get from it, because they don't know, because everyone has a different thumbprint, everyone has a different eye colour, everyone has different jaw size, different femur size, different foot size, and that's why they do that, in which to cover themselves legally. But getting more protein in is really important as you age, if you want to maintain muscle or put muscle on. But remember, if you've got a leaky gut syndrome, or you've got a fungal infection, or you drink alcohol on an empty stomach with every meal, this causes a leaky gut syndrome, which causes the body not to take on the protein, because your gut's leaky. It's going through the gut instead of going into the gut and being fed into the muscles, if that makes any sense. So after having a nice beer, or you have a beer before you start your meal, unless you're eating a burger with lots of fat in it, or you're eating some cheese with lots of fat in it, in which to protect your gut lining, progressively over time, if you are taking medical drugs as well, this will cause a leaky gut syndrome. And this is when you start to get elbow pain, arthritis, and unknown symptoms like psoriasis. You might start getting flaky skin on your face or hands or body, and psoriasis can be really painful. And this is normally linked to a fungal infection, overuse of alcohol, overuse of medical drugs, statins, or and other stuff that you maybe take, or anti-inflammatories. All these affect the gut lining, and you want to keep your gut lining as healthy as you possibly can, or your microbiome. And remember, you've got a microbiome in your mouth and in your gut, and parts of your body have lots of microbiome in. So it's really important to keep this extremely healthy. So make good choices of protein, stay away from soy, and stay away from, because soy is genetically modified now and can really create havoc with your immune system. So if you're feeling energy highs or lows, or 1 minute you're happy, next minute you're moody, and you're having lots of soy, take it out and see what happens. The same with if you don't drink alcohol before the meal at the restaurant, you'll find that your food won't come up as much. So these are all little telltale signs that you may get if you've got a leaky gut. Do I agree with protein powders? Yes and no. If they're a really great source and you know where the protein is coming from, but most of them have got additives in, like a cracking agent, which one of my clients was taking IG1 and had a real bad gut issue. And I said, why are you taking this? Oh, I feel great on it. I went, but how do you feel great? Have you measured it to find out what is really making you feel great from IG1? So I researched the ingredients, because when you look online, you can't see the list of ingredients properly. But when you get sent the product, you can. There's a cracking agent in it. Google the cracking agent and it says that it causes gut irritation, lots of other problems. So I told my client, stop taking it. He stopped taking it for 10 days and then realised this was the biggest problem. So Herberman, the scientist, has put his name to it, and other people have put their name to it, not understanding or maybe not looking deep enough into it to see the allergic ingredients in that product. And I believe that the ingredients are so low that the benefit that you get would be so low anyway. So really important that when you're getting your protein powder, look at the ingredients. Where is it made? Are there vitamins and minerals in it synthetic? Are they real vitamins and minerals? Does that make sense? And go by how your body feels as well. If you take a protein powder and you're farting and gassing all the time, then you know that's probably bad for your system. If you're farting and got bad body odor, that's a sign of what you're putting inside your body is not liking. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Press down at the bottom to the link to read the whole blog about how to get your protein and slow down the aging process. And I look forward to chatting to you again soon. Thanks very much. Bye.